Tomorrow is World Down Syndrome Day, and to celebrate the occasion, PHS is encouraging everyone to wear their brightest, most colorful mismatched socks.
Do it for Carson, Sonny, Connor, Abilene, and the Down syndrome community.
And to sweeten the celebration, you will receive 1 ticket for a free donut for participating in the school-wide event.
Run home tonight, toss your sock drawer, and slip on your most obnoxiously colorful mismatched socks for school tomorrow.
Do it!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, PAX. It's Thursday, March 20th, 2025. I'm Colleen Fisk.
And I'm Brooke DeMonkis with your morning announcements.
Are you in need of service learning hours for graduation? Well, you might be in luck. Amory Garden needs help planting trees this Saturday, or you could volunteer right here at PAX for the 5K Cancer Run on March 29th. See Miss King in guidance for more information.
Hey seniors, do you like money? Would you like to earn more than $1,000 for 1 page of writing? If you are interested in science and don't like being broke, see Mrs. Morrissey today.
Apply for the Ruth Math Scholarship. Someone at PAX is getting cash. Will it be you? This scholarship is for PAX seniors only. Apply now. The chances are good for you. Deadline is coming soon. Get your cash while the getting is good. 1 page, $1 grand.
Have questions about your future? Want to talk with multiple colleges at the same time? Then plan on attending the college fair on April 10th at the Hollywood Firehouse from 5 to 7 p.m. in St. Mary's County. Stop by guidance or see Mr. Sledge for details.
Today's top-rated lunch will knock your socks off. Push your seats in for sweet Thai chili chicken with brown rice, green beans, Jell-O pretzel salad, and your choice of milk.
That's it for Thursday.
Burn it down like Seth Franklin Rollins, Panthers.
Within the next couple months, there's going to be quite a lot of notable movies coming out. Later this month, there's going to be the live-action Snow White and Death of a Unicorn, which stars Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd. Death of a Unicorn will be a horror comedy where father and daughter hit a unicorn with a car and then things go horrifically wrong. Just based off the synopsis and the critics' reviews, it seems like the kind of movie that is so bad that it's kind of good. Another example of that is a Minecraft movie, which will be out in early April. Those trailers really don't look good, and that's what makes it great. Personally, I was told the second they revealed Jennifer Coolidge would be in it. And May has a lot more coming out. There's going to be the live-action Lilo and Stitch, as well as another addition to the trilogies Final Destination and Mission Impossible. One more thing coming to the screens in May is Juliet and Romeo, which is apparently a musical based on the story that inspired Romeo and Juliet. Personally, I'm a fan of musicals and I'm curious of how that will turn out, so I might check that out depending on reviews, and I'm sure I won't be the only one. Is there anything here you'll check out, Panthers?
It's that time of year again. The weather's getting warmer, the sun is staying out longer, and the madness of March is about to begin. That's right, 64 teams will be battling it out on the hardwood for the cherished national championship.
There will be upsets, buzzer beaters, anything's imaginable. But to start off, let's see who the favorites are coming into the tournament.
Houston is 27-4 overall with a 19-1 record in conference play, making them top dog in the Big 12. They had a perfect road record this season and had a 10-3 quad 1 record with wins over number 9 Texas Tech and number 12 Iowa State. The Cougars are led by LJ Cryer, who is shooting 43% from 3 and putting up 15.5 points per game. Also, Jawan Roberts is holding down the paint for the Cougs, posting 6.4 rebounds a game along with 11 points per game. Houston has all the makings for a deep run with their physical defense and great shooting. Florida is 27-4 overall with a 14-4 conference record and a loaded SEC. They have a 9-4 quad 1 record with wins over number 1 Auburn at the time and number 1 Tennessee at the time. The Gators are led by the duo of Walter Clayton and Elijah Martin, who are both averaging over 15 points a game. Alex Condon has been doing the work down low for the Gators, posting 8 rebounds a game with 11 points per game. The Gators have proven themselves against tough teams and will look to continue that into the tournament.
And then there's Auburn. They're 27-4 in the regular season, 15-3 in the SEC, which in my opinion is the hardest conference this year. They have 16 quad 1 wins this season, second most all time behind Kansas in 2023. They seem like an incredible offense with the 2024 SEC Player of the Year, John Brew, leading the charge in the team's point per game, rebounds per game, and shooting percentage. But they have lost some big games to top 10 teams like Alabama and Florida. Speaking of top 10 teams that have been a thorn in Auburn's hide, there's Duke. They are 28-3, 19-1 in the ACC, first overall team in the NCAAM. The Blue Devils have one heck of a player, Cooper Flagg. As only a freshman forward, he has won ACC Player of the Year and Overall Player of the Year. This young Duke team is a force to be reckoned with, beating teams like Auburn and Arizona. They've also lost some upsets due to Clemson and Kentucky. So the question is, can they ride the momentum to the Final Four, or will they be stopped short by an underdog? But enough of these favorites. What are the Cinderella stories? Who are the dark horses in this race?
Maryland has a 24-7 record and a 14-6 record, which puts them second in the Big Ten. They have a 7-6 quad 1 record with big wins over number 22 Michigan and number 18 Wisconsin. The Terps are led by freshman phenom Derek Queen, who is tearing up in Big Ten play. The Terps shoot the ball well with the help of Jacoby Gillespie and Selton Miguel, both shooting over 40% from 3. The Terps have a solid starting five that get it done on both sides of the court. This team could definitely make a run in the tournament. Clemson has a 25-6 record and an 18-2 conference record, which puts them second in the ACC. They have a 4-2 quad 1 record with wins over number 2 Duke and at the time number 4 Kentucky. The Tigers are led by Chase Hunter and Ian Shefflin, who have been putting up big numbers throughout the season. The Tigers have tournament experience, making it to the Elite 8 last year, and still have players from last year's team on this one. This team will definitely be a team to look out for.
And there's Ole Miss. They are 21-10, 10-8 in the SEC. They've won multiple top 25 team games like Tennessee, Alabama, and Kentucky. With the spot that Ole Miss has been given, it is the run they would have wanted. First, they had to face Utah State, which has only faced one top 25 team, and they barely beat them. Afterwards, they got Texas Tech, which have already lost some big games this year. And finally, they would have Kentucky in the Sweet 16, which they already beat. So team-wise, Ole Miss has a serious shot at making the top 8 with their incredible guard, Sean Padula. They got a good shot at making a deep run. Next is Vanderbilt. They are 20-11, 8-10 in the SEC. Though not having the best record, you got to remember, the SEC is the hardest division in the league right now. Having the most team in March Madness bracket, they are no sleeper team. It has been proven that you should not sleep on those Commodores, because there ain't anything common about picking up W's against Missouri, Texas A&M, and Tennessee. The reason? They got that home field black magic. Every big game, they've been able to get that dub. So, could the magic ride as Jason Edwards leads the offense against big SEC defenses? Now the moment you all been waiting for, the big picks of the tourney.
For my Final Four, I have Michigan State coming out of the South with a big win over the 1 seed Auburn in the Elite 8. Florida coming out of the South, although they will need to win some big games. Duke coming out of the East, being driven by the freshman stars. Tennessee coming out of the Midwest with a big and physical win over Houston in the Elite 8. I have Florida beating Michigan State in a very good and close game. I then have Duke beating Tennessee in a game where Cooper Flagg takes over. For the national championship, I have Florida versus Duke. Florida has too much depth and quality offense and defense for Duke to keep up with, which means the Gators would be the 2025 national champions.
I got Auburn dominating the South Division with no competition. I got Wisconsin in the East. Duke has been shown to be beatable, so it can happen. I got Florida in the West after a dominant showing in the SEC tournament. And the Midwest is tough, but I'm going to go for Clemson for the underdog story since the higher seeds in the division haven't been too consistent. I got Clemson beating Wisconsin. If Clemson has the ability to beat Tennessee in the Midwest, then they could go all the way. In the SEC matchup, I got Florida winning due to their explosive offense. Florida is winning it all with their explosive offense. They're going to just run all over those Tigers. That's it for the 2025 March Madness recap. Good luck to all bracketeers.